not even 5:30 in the morning, and I am on my way to Kentucky. So, again, I think I stated in previous videos, every time I go to leave New York to move, something happens and I have to stay in New York. So, I decided that I'm going to quit trying to move the rest of this year. You know, nice weather's coming, you know, my friends are all starting to plan stuff, and, you know, they need head counts, so, you know, they don't like hearing, I don't know, because I don't know if I'm going to be here. So, you know, I'll give it, stay here for the summer, probably October, November, I'll start the hunt again for a place out of New York, so that way, in January, hopefully, I can leave New York permanently. Let's see. So, I decided, because I already had the hotel booked, I was supposed to go down this week to sign papers for a place. Well, because of all these riots and all this looting, like this place that I was supposed to get, that I was like totally had my heart set on, got burned to the ground in these riots. But I already had the hotel set up, and so I said, you know what? I haven't been out of New York State since 2017, so I at least need to go somewhere for a few days. So I kept the hotel. So that's where I'm heading. I'm heading out to get out of New York for a few days. I'm hoping things go smoothly. You know, I checked all the stuff in my truck. I was going to get a rental car, but also because this COVID is still a thing. Because this COVID is still a thing, I didn't want to deal with the crap. So I was like, you know what, I guess I'm just taking my truck. Mind you, my truck has a lot of miles on it. 205,000 to be exact. And so I was already nervous about the fact that this is the longest drive I've ever taken by myself. Last time I went this far, I was still married, so my now ex-husband was with me, so the anxiety was down a little bit. And of course there wasn't rioting and looting and the United States going to shit, so that put me at ease too. So now it is 2020, June 2020. The United States is like going to shit. I'm divorced, and I have nobody to go with me. You know, my friends have, families and jobs that they can't leave right now. So, this is going to be interesting. So I figured I'd post now while I'm still in New York and still in the area where I'm familiar with, because once I turn my GPS on to get out of this area, like basically once I get to Syracuse, my GPS is coming on, and I'm not posting videos, I'm not texting, I'm not calling. I mean, I shouldn't be while I'm driving anyways, and I don't usually. I already have bad luck. But, so, like, I'm not posting. Like, I won't even get on my social medias again until I come to another spot where I'll have to put gas in my truck. I stopped in Adams this morning and filled up the truck. Right now, I am somewhere between Pulaski and Central Square. course, had to get my coffee. So, figured I'd post. Yeah, even I even tried to convince my brother to go, but with his job, like, they won't let him take any time off right now because they're short-staffed. And he kind of wanted to go because obviously going up there, I'm going to be visiting my oldest sister. He hasn't seen our older siblings since, let's see, he hasn't seen Vicky, Richard, or Julie since we were like, I was like 3 or 4. No, I was like 2 or 3. Vinny was like 3 or 4. But Robert came up to New York from Florida in 2003. Yeah, 2000. No. Excuse me, 2002. He came up. And, so, that was 18 years ago. So, you know, with me going, I'm going to see my oldest sister, and, he wanted to go, but he just can't take the time off of work. So, when he called me last night and, you know, was giving me the pep talk, because he's driven to North Carolina and back, so, like, he knows what it's like to drive a long distance. Usually when he drives that far, though, he has, you know, either he has his kids and his kid's mother with him, so he's never driven that distance by himself. So he was like, all right, just keep calm, check your truck, check your fluids, you know, make sure you've got at least 2 drinks in the truck with you. He's like, some snacks maybe. So here, and he told me, you know, I'm a little nervous about you going all that way by yourself. And he said, you know, especially with what's going on around the country right now. And then, of course, he's my brother, right? So he's going to throw some antics in there to also, you know, spike my anxiety. And so we'll see. We'll see. But I told my parents, I told my brother Vince, I told my brother Jordan that's down in Texas that when I make it out of New York into Ohio, that I will stop and I will, you know, send them each a text or call them to let them know that I at least made it out of New York. Because right now, I guess, in New York, the worst spot is Rochester, and I have to go through Rochester. So yeah, last night he was like, you know, make sure you have some kind of something in your truck that you can use as a weapon. I mean, I think I'm good. I've got a crate, I've got a bucket, I've got a crowbar. Going into 3 lanes now because I just went through Central Square. But my brother, so he's kind of worried. He told me to text him when I left. I was supposed to leave at 3 o'clock this morning. Well, procrastinator because my anxiety was high about going by myself. So I procrastinated, late night packing, didn't go to bed until like 11. I had set my alarm for 2:20 in the morning. Overslept. I woke up to my mom texting me at 4 o'clock saying, you know, I thought you were going to leave at 3. So I have to get on I-90, which is before Syracuse. So I think I'm going to get off in Brewerton so I can set my GPS and use the bathroom and whatnot. Plus, I don't know, anytime I come down this way, I always stop at Adams before I get on 81, and then I always stop in Brewerton. I don't know why, but I feel like that if I don't stop there, something's going to happen. I'm weird, and I know that. So when I get into Brewerton, which will be, I don't know, probably another 1.5 miles, 2 miles, I'll stop and go in, use the bathroom, set my GPS, stretch my legs a little bit, because this is like a 14.5-hour, 15-hour drive. And I mean, obviously I'll have to stop and put gas in my truck before I get there, because, well, I have a big block for a truck, and oh, there it is. Yep. So here's the exits. Onondaga County. I am nervous, I won't lie to you. Just stop to this Circle K. Okay, so I'm gonna go in here, use the bathroom, stretch my legs a little bit, then I'm gonna set my GPS. I'll be back on the road. So when I get to Ohio, I'll let you guys know. I'll post. I'll stop somewhere in Ohio and post. All right. Wish me safe travels, guys. Have a good week.